Hi everyone, Elaine Marilaco-Settleson with Astrology Channel ETC. I'm in my office right now, and before I get to work, I wanted to make a quick video between the series of videos that I've already made on the lunar and the solar eclipses. Before I start posting the solar eclipse, I wanted to talk about the combination, and I've talked a little bit about this before, but I wanted to talk more about the combination of Mercury in retrograde with the lunar eclipse. Now, people are already letting me know what kind of experiences that they're having with the lunar eclipse. Some are having health issues, things that are coming up. Other people are grieving the loss of friends and animals and pets and loved ones. And some people are making the decision to retire. And I know one client who's made the decision to divorce her husband. And on the flip side of that, there's also the decisions and the emotions around what is the most important thing right now. What gives you the most joy? And when I do a lot of sessions with people over the phone, I am privy to not just their information as it comes through me, but also information for me. And what I realized this week with the lunar eclipse in Aries and the very intense feelings that surrounded it for me was that the thing that gives me the most joy is the thing that I compromise doing most of the time, which is writing. And I don't ever prepare myself for writing the way I would for a reading. So to say that, I get up and I'm in my pajamas and I might sit down with a cup of something to drink and then I start writing. And then I don't get out of the chair, my very squeaky chair. Right now, I don't know if you heard that. I'm trying not to move. My chair is very squeaky. So the concept of preparing to write the way I would give a session with someone is to actually get dressed, put on makeup, do the whole thing, brush my hair, which I actually did this morning. So the work that I'm about to engage is finishing up my historical fiction novel. And so I got dressed for it. Not that no one's ever going to see me, that's not the point. The point is my attitude around it. I was kind of going around it. And that's an Aries thing sometimes where they can be very headstrong, like a Taurus maybe, but they're very dedicated to what they're doing. But there's kind of a little bit of a tunnel vision. So if you experience this week or this month, still in the guise of the lunar eclipse in Aries, if you experience a little bit of tunnel vision, I want you to step back and find a new approach to an old situation that doesn't seem to have a resolution. And I kept wondering, why do I keep putting off writing? Well, I've had all these other reasons that I would do some EFT tapping on, or I would write about, or I would talk about. But when it came down to it, what I realized is that I don't see it as my actual profession. I know, pretty big stuff. And it is a profession for me. It's a huge profession. It's one of my biggest joys, and I love writing. I even said to my daughter, I don't want to finish writing this book. I think it's going to be 4,000 pages because I'm loving writing it. So there's a clue. That was my joy. So let me now put together the pieces of it being a profession where I actually get dressed and take a shower. So that's that for today. So I want you to think about what you've done recently or in the past that, it's the same thing over and over and over again. You don't see a result. Let's try a new approach because we are in a Mercury in retrograde, which also helps you to go back in time in order to move forward. All right, we're going to talk more about this. If you like the conversation, please join me on Astrology Channel ETC, Facebook, YouTube, and my website. Thanks. And on Twitter as well. I'm there too. And LinkedIn and all the other. You'll find me. All right. We'll talk again.